A hidden side promo goodie bag. Very nice. Beautiful right there. Okay. This might have been a specific order, but lots of useful pieces in here, I see. Let's keep it up. Okay, so first things I'm seeing are these two light grey Roxy legs. I think they came with the Guko. Got a gunmetal mace piece from Black Phantom. I have no idea what this is. Looks pretty cool though. What even is this? Got two dark red Metro hips right here. Got some metallic blue pieces. I think they came from R2D2 or something, like way back in the day. But these are pretty nice. I'll put them to use somewhere. And other than that, lots of little Chima spikes. They're nice for texture, and they're mostly in dark brown. There's one in black and one in silver as well. See the next bag right here? There are... Okay. Two of these Knights Kingdom shoulder pieces in black. Always good to get them. They're very smooth, kind of reminiscent of the CCPS parts, but love having them. There's lots of things I can make with these. Okay, now there's two of the Thunder, I guess arm pieces is what these are, with the stickers applied. And these look, yeah, moderately well applied, apart from that one right there, but that's an easy fix, so that's okay. Got one of Explode's blades right here. It's a nice dual molded piece in red and yellow. And I think I have a spare of this, so I can maybe put them together and make something pretty cool. And mostly a bunch of just armor pieces beyond that. One of each. There's a buildable figure kind of back piece right there in black, which I do need for a specific creation. One silver 2015 armor add-on for the Toa I think they came with. A hero shield right there in silver. One of the Breakout Wave 1 add-on pieces, an orange Layrock blade, thing that came with the Power Miners series, and some armor shells in some pretty cool colors. These are kind of hard to come by, having only come in like one specific set. There's two of the Azure ones, one purple and one yellow. Okay, it looks like I spoke way too soon because there's loads of armor add-on pieces in this. I count 3, 4 more of those silver armor add-on pieces from 2015. They're really cool parts. I think, yeah, there's so many uses for these. They're a great part, and I don't have too many of them. I think, yeah, they're only like 2 in most like larger sets, so they're kind of hard to come by, and they're just great texture pieces. So very happy to have a bunch of them. And as well, there are, oh god, there's just a whole bunch of the later wave of breakout parts. There's 3 of these in dark and gunmetal gray, 1 in silver, 1 in black, and 1 in Mata red. Nice array of colors there. Moreover, there are 3 of the silver bruiser kind of rock add-on pieces that came with the Protector of Earth. So nice to have some more of them. I can maybe use them for metal texture or iron or just another armor add-on piece maybe. 1 of these breakout pectoral armor pieces in black. Looking pretty good. It's got a little bit of tear on the back, but that's okay. That's all right. I don't mind about that. 1 of these Savage Planet fur pieces. Again, I actually ran pretty low on these kind of lately, so good to have one. 1 of the villain cores right here in silver. They first came out in Ordeal of Fire, and they're just nice texture as well. And another of the 2016 kind of crystal add-on pieces that came with the Uniters. I think this one came with Gali specifically. But it's a nice piece. Dropping everything today. And beyond that, there are a bunch of these kind of shield pieces that are for some reason ridiculously expensive. So 3 in gunmetal and 1 in black. And as well the little kind of shell piece for one of the jumpers from Invasion from Below. Okay, in the next bag right here we have some parts from 2015 Lewa, I believe. Actually, just one part, just this one shell that came with him. And as well, this one came with, I think it was Green Lantern. But it's a nice kind of torso shell in the same color. Quite hard to come by, so happy to use that for something. And in the same bag, there are two of these. What were they? They were yellowish lime or yellowish green, a skull spider color from 2015. Two of the claw pieces from Savage Planet, and then a further two of the small barb pieces, the smallest size right there. We also have Hulk's face right there. This is the second Hulk face that I have, so I'll have to do something with Hulk's face. And as well, two of the lime paw pieces that came with that same set. And I think this is a 10 length Technic Axle in Mata Green, so find a use for that somewhere. Okay, some more hero cores right here from Breakout. These are the kind of the most common shade of hero core, and I go through a lot of them. I was collecting them for a little while, but I lost my little bag of hero cores, so it's nice to get a replenished stock right there. And lots of the connector pieces in black, but as well I see a few in grey, and there are some friction header joints as well. And these look to be the newer style mostly, but there's a good like 4 or 5, maybe 6 of them in there. So again, more useful parts, and these are parts that I keep running out of because I keep using the most basic parts to build stuff. So happy to have more. Oh, this one right here. This was a Bricklink order that I made like a year or so ago with parts that I really needed way back when. I think I've replaced most of them since, but there's still a bunch of really useful pieces here. So, for example, there are two of these Bohrok eyes in dark bluish grey, which I think only came in like 1 or 2 sets, but I really have been needing these for a specific creation that I'm building. So finally I'll be able to put them to use. 4 of these inverted slopes in light bluish grey, and I'm going to be using these to expand my Iron Man Hall of Armor, so he's going to get some more kind of bays to store his suits right there. And look, I made a little shuriken right there. From that same set, there were a bunch of these sloped pieces that are a bit modified. I think they came with Knight's Kingdom as well, but there are 3 of them in that same color. And a bunch of these small 1x2 thin Technic plated tile pieces with curved ends that have a bar hole going through them. Lots of uses for them. Got one in white, one in red, and one in dark bluish grey. Green 2x2 plate with a single stud on the top, and a flesh-toned face. I forget which set this was from, which specific minifigure, but it's a female head, and it looks kind of a bit unhappy on one side and a bit shocked on the other. So find a use for that somewhere, just not sure where. Okay, then this next bag has a bunch of 4x4 plates. Again, they're going to be used for the armory for Iron Man. Oh, cool! Some kind of modified brick tiles in medium nougat. So on the one side, they're just like straight brick pattern. On the other, they're kind of more of a conventional, traditional brick pattern. There's a bit uneven, and there are 7 of them. So that's really nice to get. One of these, I call them Pyrrhic crotches because that was the first instance in which I encountered them. But one of them in dark blue, and then a bunch of these radar pieces in different shades. So there's one in light blue with some kind of electrical patterns, and then there's 2 kind of green ones with webs. I think they were from Chima, and then 2 in purple with kind of a glitter pattern. So I'll have to do something with them because they're special parts. This little bag, there are lots of parts needed to build Buhatu. So this was going to be for the Rocco T3, which I ended up rebuilding last year, but I think I ordered these parts separately. So this is Pohatu's 2008 mask, and these are the feet that went with him. I'll probably end up using these for a Matoran of some kind, and these masks, they're pretty nice. I'm not sure what specifically I'll do with this one now that I have actually already completed Pohatu, but I'm sure I will find a good use for it. It's a nice streamlined mask, so I'm sure there's something I can do with it. Got lots of Bohrok limbs here, so there's 4 of them in white, 4 of them in red, and one in lime. I forget why I ordered just one. Must have been for something specific where I was just missing one. But that's all good. Maybe it's for a Mari Nui Matoran or something. Speaking of which, I ended up using every single Hordeika torso that I owned, so I probably threw this in to help me make some more of them. So I can now make another Mari Nui Matoran. There is a Protector of Ice mask right here. That's nice. Pretty nice mask. It's a good blend. I will see what I can do with it. I'm not sure if I have a specific project for this one, but I'll keep that to one side. And then there are two of the Akmal masks from 2004. I can see their blends are just a little bit different because of the color variation, but it's nice to get two of them. I might paint over one of them. I might make some kind of Akmal mock, but I just like having duplicates of these. This is quite awesome. And then the next bag, I see even more masks than this one. Let's see, there's the turquoise Takara mask right there. I think that's the only set that this Kakama came in. I might use it for a Lematoran or something, or I could just rebuild the Takara maybe. Maybe I'll do that someday. Maybe I should do that. There's a gold Gully mask. I think this might have been one of the ones I sent you originally. But it's good to, it's a nice, I think of the 2015 masks, it's the most distinct, most convincingly different from the 2001 original versions. So I don't know, might do something with that. So in this bag, okay, I see some Krona. I love me some Krona. So one Sand Green Invasion from Blowfoot, one in Mata Red. I have to find a use for just one of them. That'll be an interesting challenge. Then there are two of these Exoforce shoulder pads with the printing on. I'll kind of have to rebuild the original set with these. One Hero Factory 2.0 head from Rocca in white. I think that's the Rocca and Rocca XL are the only sets that this came in, so I'll put that to use somewhere. Some Brain Attack heads. There's Surge's head, and then there's Furno's head as well. I think I've got a few of the Furno ones, but I don't know. I think it's the most expressive of all the Brain Attack heads. I'll do something with that. We have some dark red. What are these called? They're the large shells, shell 5, dark red. I think they first came with Juarez from Chima. Then they popped up in a couple of different places since then. But they're cool. They're dark red. They're nice. Love them to bits. Speaking of dark red, there's a dragon head right here. This came with the Viking sets. I never got any of the Viking sets, but I envied after these heads for so long. In the end, I managed to get one in silver. I managed to get one in dark blue. But I think red is actually a color that's new to my collection, so happy to have this. There's also a Mantax armor piece. I think I ran low on these last year sometime. So that's probably where that came from. A orange Scrawl Vorox armor piece that came from Gali in 2015. I'm noticing a few parts from Gali 2015 or 2016 in here. So that's great. Always happy to get them because they're still quite exclusive. There's a Black Phantom helmet. Again, I feel this is a really underutilized piece. You've got the axle hull coming from there. You've got two of these pinholes on either side. So I'll have to make up something to do with that. And then finally, we've got some Krana. There's oh god, I can't remember their names, but there's the Tanog Krana. I think that's the one of mind reading. And then this one is an inactive Nurok Krana of, I think it was a limited flight or fast travel, but pretty cool. Always nice to get Krana. Okay, getting towards the end now, I see there is a conventional style Batman in there. It's the modern style with the newer kind of cowl piece. It comes with a cape, new in its little packet. And there he is. So dual-sided face, that's pretty cool. I think this was just a run-of-the-mill Batman that I ordered in a Bricklink order at some point. So it's nice to just have a standard Batman now. Okay, on to the last two things in this exchange right here. I see this is a little bag labeled surprise. I see some beautiful parts in here. There is a chicken on this slope. I'll try pull up a bigger version on the screen right there, but that is a beautiful, beautiful mold. That is, it's Chicken Bond right there. It's Chicken Bond. Um, wow, I didn't even realize that was a part, but it looks amazing. So I'll do something with it, I guess. And then the rest of this bag, there's actually some really cool parts in here. Um, so what jumps out to me, of course, as a Bionicle collector, is the green Cow, which sells for like $5 online. Um, so just to have another one of these, I think this is my second one, is great. That means I can use that for something. And what I like best about the Cows is they're molded in kind of a dark, transparent color. So I could use this with like a Metro Green character or a Mara Green or any kind of green this is just compatible with. So it's a great piece. I'm very happy to have another one of them. Um, yeah, very nostalgic mask. It's quite beautiful. And as well, there are four. I've never had one of these before, but these are, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think these are the little Mars mission aliens. They are so weird. They have like a point of articulation there where they just bend, and they look like gummy bears, but I've got four of them now. And I've always kind of wanted to have just one in my collection because they are so weird and so foreign. But there, now I've got four, and I'm very happy to have them. And final things in this order were some minifigs I ordered from Minifig Madness. With Minifig Madness being based in the US, it was a lot cheaper for me to just have them shipped to your home, which you very kindly received for me. So these are pad printed, they're pretty cool. This is Power Girl from DC. Very hard to get a similar printing. I've tried myself, I've tried to make a version, but just it wasn't quite as good, it wasn't quite as kind of accurate. So happy to have something a bit more accurate as this, and so kind of really nicely printed. There's some really good details there, kind of, yeah, just a really nice figure. I'll make a few alterations of my own, but I'm glad to have this in my collection. And this guy is Moon Knight. This is more of a classic comic book style. I didn't realize he came with a staff piece that was all one. I think that's a 6 length or a 5 length one piece. So he's completely white. He's, yeah, I forget. I think this was being sold by HMT Customs on eBay. And I just picked it up real quick. Nice figure. I've always liked the classic style of Moon Knight. And here he is. So yeah, I think that just about wraps up everything that's in here. Very happy to have gotten all of this stuff. Particular highlights to me, of course, I'm glad that I'll be able to build the Hall of Armor extension with these parts. That was a project of mine that's been going on for quite some time. But there are a lot of surprises, like a lot more surprises, like a bigger breadth of parts than I anticipated ever getting. There are different colored shell pieces from Hero Factory, CCBS, lots of armor add-ons. They're always great to receive. This dark green, trans green Cow, nice. I'll be using that somewhere for sure, and I'll happily and pridefully be displaying that as the one that SED got me. Happy to have these Mars mission minifigures. They're pretty cool. Moon Knight, Power Girl. I've got my own little Batman now. I've got this chicken slope thing. That's pretty cool. I think the hidden side bag that came with something I ordered on eBay, which I've already received. I've never been a massive fan of hidden side, but it's a nice bag. I'm sure I'll find some use for it, or I'll keep it as a merch thing for years. Aside from that, there's lots of nice masks in here. Quite happy to have the brevity and the color spread that's there, from Hero Factory to Bionicle to Vikings and even Chronic in there. Um, yeah, some really nice Hero Factory parts. The Hero cores, great to have them. Got just, yeah, some really nice just Technic pieces and dark bluish gray, light bluish gray, like these little kind of system parts that are in there. Yeah, I think overall quite a really surprising number of new parts that had no idea were coming. Lots of Gali pieces, lots of kind of add-ons. So I'm very happy to have received this, and thank you very, very much, my good man. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I'll be messaging you pretty soon, my good dude.